we do need to give you some potentially breaking news about Carnival and change that they're making. We had previously reported that the Future Cruise Desk was going away from, I think, 3 or 4 different fantasy class vessels, and we had speculated that that was because of maybe some classist analysis, thinking that, they're not making enough future bookings. I don't think that's what it was. This appears that it was a pilot project, because this is the last sailing where the Carnival Legend will have a Future Cruise Desk. Yeah. They are getting away, just doing away with that whole thing. There's going to be no Future Cruise presentations. Those are the presentations that would tell you where's the smartest place to stay on the ship, for example. So thankfully, you've got Vacation Impossible here to hopefully fill that knowledge gap for you, because between Sam and I and others, we've attended that presentation enough times, we can probably give it to you. Like, one simple thing is the most stable part of the ship is midships, in the middle. That's one little taste of that. But to get back to what they're doing is they're getting rid of that whole program. And so we were asking the Future Cruise Desk person why they were doing this, and she basically said it was to save money. It is a cost-saving measure. There was no euphemisms, no excuses. It was just we need to make more money, and this is how we're doing it. So, I mean, at least they're straightforward and honest about that.
Appreciate the candor, for sure.
But, and she did say, she said, look, if you're on a cruise and you're booking your next cruise, you're going to book whether we're here or not, whether you're getting this benefit. And that's the thing, is the benefit's going away. Depending on the duration of the cruise, you used to get onboard credit of certain amounts, beginning at $50, sometimes $100 for longer, sometimes all the way up to $200. I think if it's like a 14-day sail or longer. Yeah. So they're flatlining that to $50. Now, this was always a per cabin amount, not a per person amount. So now it's $50 per cabin, and you have to book it at the excursion desk, because there will be no presentation and no dedicated desk or dedicated person. The staff, the loyalty experts, are being rolled into the excursion desk, so they're not being let go. So that's a good thing, at least, without hopefully no job losses with Carnival for this change. But it means that the information is less opaque. You're not going to be able to find out, why would I stay at the front or the back of the ship? For the record, the back you feel the engine noise, the front you feel the waves more. That's how that works. They give you tips about when is a good time to cruise. For the record, any time that children are in school is cheaper than when they're not in school. That's how you tell peak and off-peak season. It's that simple. But those sorts of things, they tell you about upcoming things that Carnival has in development. All that's going to go away. You're going to have to find that information somewhere else. You can find us on YouTube and listen to this podcast. We'll keep you abreast of everything we learn. But it's unfortunate that that's the way that they're going, and it's going fleet-wide. It's not just this ship or the ones we reported. Future cruise desks, we hardly knew ye.
And again, I mean, from a business standpoint, it makes sense. I mean, they're, like she said, we're already going to get your money. Why give away money? And, I mean, again, I totally appreciate her candor on that one.
Yes.
I think we kind of connected as being fellow Vancouverites. So I don't know that she necessarily would have been as candid had we not kind of had that little connection there. But, yeah, and that makes perfect sense. But there was a senior couple that we were talking to, cute old couple, and the elder, the husband, he's like this total reformed daredevil, and he was telling us amazing, cool stories. But I'm not getting off track here.
He went skydiving. That was the beginning.
No, that was what we knew
about it. Yeah,
and then turned out he went combat flying and aerial acrobats and all that sort of stuff. I was like, oh my god, you're the coolest guy ever.
And yet, not that comfortable using the internet.
No, yeah, and see that's the thing, and because they were the ones that told us, hey, they're completely getting rid of the Future Cruise Desk, and they asked, well, how are we supposed to book our future cruises now? And they said, well, through the internet, and they're like, we don't even know what a computer looks like, so this isn't going to work for us. And these were diamond cruisers, because I think that we're very much platinum level cruises, approaching diamond level cruises, because they'd gone on 20 plus cruises so far, and so. They're feeling like it's kind of alienating the senior community, which is not. I mean, obviously that's not what they're trying to do, but I can understand why seniors who are not as seniors who are not as technologically adept would feel that way. I completely understand that. So that is unfortunate, and I hope that more will be done, I guess, to help at very least with that. Demographic of their customer base, which is a major demographic of their customer base. So, but
And you can still book by phone.
Yeah.
And I think that what this couple didn't know, because we had yet to have the conversation with the future cruise desk, is that you will be able to do it at the excursion desk. So you will still be able to book on board a ship going forward, but it just won't be that obvious, clearly.
Well, and they may not necessarily know as much about the ship, too. So, like with Valeria, the girl who's signing us up, she had the the book of all the different ships and the layouts and whatnot, and she's like, these are the cabins that are the best for you. These are the ones that have the occupancy that you need. We went with an obstructive view we booked a sailing for next year, and she's like, this is an obstructive view, but there's a little bit of a gap there, so you're going to want that one because you have a little bit more. And so that's information that people who are at Shorex may not necessarily be as familiar with. We don't know, but maybe they're still going to, because there's going to be some future cruise desk people there. Maybe for them they'll know. I'm not sure. So we'll see. That and again, it's a business move that makes sense, but not exactly what I'm cheering for.